Fashion is meant to make a statement, but sometimes it makes the wrong kind of noise and can ruin your entire career. And Korean actress Oh In-ye learned that the hard way. Her dress at the 2011 Busan Film Festival was unforgettable, but not exactly in the way she intended. People were shook by how revealing it was. And, of course, netizens didn't hold back, calling her an attention seeker. She wasn't oblivious to the backlash. In fact, she opened up about it in an interview. She explained that it was her first red carpet and she wanted to make a statement. Makes sense, right? She even admitted, "I merely went to the event hoping to get caught on camera, but I think the situation blew up into something out of my control." But the hate went way beyond the outfit. It got so intense that she had to stop using the internet altogether. And it wasn't just about the dress. People started criticizing her body. At one point, a plastic surgeon publicly claimed her chest was fake. Can you believe that? She almost sued him. And here's something not many people know. She was not under an agency at the time. No fancy stylist, no budget. She tailored the dress herself, trying to make an impression. Now, let's jump to a more recent moment. Moon Ga-young at the Dolce & Gabbana Winter Fashion Show. Oh boy, this one had everyone talking. Her outfit? It straight up looked like lingerie, in public. It was a bold move, no doubt about it. She wore a bra that, let's be real, seemed a little too small, paired with a sheer skirt that left very little to the imagination. And while there's no denying she is stunning, the reactions were mixed. Some people admired her confidence, while others were like, what was she thinking? A lot of the comments were about how she looked stiff and uncomfortable in the outfit, almost as if she didn't want to wear it. Some even said the outfit made her look skinnier, not exactly a compliment. One person wrote, "How did we get to the point where only women do this level of skin exposure?" Another person commented, "Looks like lingerie to me, that's all." And if that wasn't bad enough, Ga-young was freezing. I mean, it was winter. Luckily, NCT's Do-young was also at the event as a global ambassador for the brand, and reporters caught him lending her his jacket. Fans couldn't stop praising his sweet gesture and good manners. But it also made people wonder, was the outfit really worth all that discomfort? So what do you think? Were these bold choices, or just straight-up fashion disasters? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Kim So-yeon. Kim So-yeon, back in 2007 at the Busan International Film Festival, showed up in a white dress that, let's just say, had people talking. The dress had daring cuts and showed a lot of cleavage, so much that it became the headline of the year. Now, fast forward to today. This dress wouldn't even raise an eyebrow. But 17 years ago? Oh no, it was a big deal. The reactions were harsh. People called it too revealing, way over the top for the times. So-yeon was slammed left and right, making headlines for weeks. But here's the twist, she owned it. She didn't let the criticism hold her back. In fact, 6 years later, she opened up about it. So-yeon revealed that while it was controversial, it actually helped her career in ways she never expected. She said, "My first red carpet in 2007 helped me gain attention because of the controversial dress. My career bloomed after that. Before then, I rarely got roles. But after the festival, I started getting offers. That day made me who I am today." Talk about turning a scandal into success. Honestly, that's a bold fashion move gone right. Now let's fast forward to another red carpet moment that had everyone talking, but for very different reasons. It's Lee Sung-kyung at the 2023 SBS Drama Awards. So here's the backstory. This particular awards show wasn't your typical glitzy event. It fell on the same day as the private burial ceremony for the late actor Lee Sung-gun. Naturally, most attendees dressed in black as a way to mourn. The vibe was somber, heartfelt, and respectful. But then Lee Sung-kyung showed up in a white dress. Yes, white. Hence the internet uproar. People were quick to criticize her for not following the unspoken mourning dress code. Some even claimed her outfit choice was inappropriate for the occasion. However, others came to her defense. One comment stood out, saying, "No one should be pressured into mourning someone they didn't even know." Fair point, right? But wait, it gets worse, or at least more awkward. Sung-kyung's dress, which was strapless, kept slipping down throughout the night. She was constantly adjusting it, covering her chest with her arms, and looking visibly uncomfortable. And then came the moment with her co-star, An Yo-seop. When he went to congratulate her on winning an award, Kyung looked so uneasy during their hug. But here's where it gets sweet. Yo Soap, being the total gentleman he is, noticed her discomfort and casually took off his jacket to drape it over her shoulders. Talk about chivalry. Honestly, can we get a round of applause for him? I don't think there is another actress on this list that was as embarrassed as Kyung. She attended the 33rd Blue Dragon Film Festival in 2012. She stepped onto the red carpet in a daring outfit with a deep neckline and a thigh-high slit. Now, risky outfits are nothing new on the red carpet, but what happened next was just unreal. While walking, Kyung slipped and fell, and in that split second, her chest was completely exposed. At such a prestigious event, no less. Can you imagine the embarrassment? My secondhand cringe is off the charts. But here's where things took a nastier turn. Instead of sympathy, some netizens accused her of staging the fall to get attention. Others criticized her for wearing something so revealing in the first place. Words like indecent and inexcusable were thrown around, and the backlash was intense. Eventually, Kyung apologized, expressing deep regret for the whole ordeal. And honestly, it's tough not to feel for her. But if you think that's bad, let me introduce you to Kang Hannah at the 2013 Busan International Film Festival. Oh boy. Hannah arrived in a sleek black dress, long and modest in the front. A turtleneck, no less classy, right? But then she turned around. The back of the dress was entirely open, dipping so low it exposed her hips and even a hint of her lower body. When the full look hit the internet, netizens were absolutely shook. Some called it daring, but most labeled it scandalous. Words like dirty and attention seeker flew around, and the criticism didn't just fade with time. In fact, years later, in 2018, Hannah was still fielding questions about that dress. On a variety show, she called it her worst picture ever and explained the bold design by famed designer Mag Logan. The idea was to shift the spotlight from the chest to the back and hips. A unique concept, sure, but maybe just a little too ahead of its time. Hannah admitted she initially thought the dress was stylish and refreshing, but looking back, even she felt it might have been a bit much. Oh, and here's a funny twist. People thought she had a tattoo on her backside. Turns out, it was just folded fabric. Talk about adding insult to injury. I can't leave you hanging without giving you the scoop on K-drama couples who had real-life fights. Trust me, their on-screen chemistry wasn't always smooth sailing behind the scenes, and some of these stories are wild. If you're dying to know what went down and which couples couldn't keep the drama just for the cameras, you've got to check out the next video. It's popping up on your screen right now. Don't miss it, because this tea is just too good to skip.